What if I told you that even in your quietest, loneliest moments, you're not just heard, but deeply, divinely understood? What if I told you that your toughest days, the ones that make you cry behind closed doors, aren't the end, but the very beginning of a new, powerful chapter? God is gently, masterfully writing for you. My dear friend, I know your heart feels heavy today, heavier than words could ever explain. The pain of yesterday, the guilt, the regrets, they linger, don't they? Like a shadow that follows you, even into the morning light. And the loneliness, oh, that deep, echoing loneliness, it fills your home, your soul, like a silence too loud to bear. You feel forgotten, unseen, unheard. But please, lean in closer now. Let these words fall not just on your ears, but sink deep into your spirit. Even in your silence, God hears you. Yes, even the prayers you were too tired to say, even the tears you cry when no one's looking, even the sighs you let out while sitting alone by your window. He collects them all. Every tear, every whisper, every ache in your bones, and when you feel weakest, when your body is frail, when your soul feels like it's fading. God is holding you. He is your strength. He is your unshakable rock. He is the reason you're still standing, even when you feel like falling. If these words stir even the faintest flicker of hope inside you, please take a moment to like this video. It may seem small, but it connects us. And if someone you love, someone struggling just like you, needs this message today, share it. You might be the miracle they're waiting for. And if you'd like to walk this journey of faith with us, subscribe to our channel. We're building a family here, not of perfect people, but of real weary souls, longing for God's light in a dark world. Now let me tell you a story about a man named Thomas. He was 78 years old, and just 6 months ago, he lost the love of his life, his wife of 54 years. Cancer took her, and with her, it seemed, went the colour from his world. Their home, once full of laughter and warm meals, now echoed with silence. His children, busy with their own lives, called less and visited even less. Most days, Thomas sat alone on his porch. The only sounds were the rustling trees and the thoughts swirling in his mind, thoughts of sorrow, of questions, of aching. And one evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, with a voice trembling like his old hands, he whispered a prayer. God, do you even see me anymore? No fancy words, just a soul crying out to be noticed. That night, he picked up an old Bible that had gathered dust for years. He didn't know why, but he opened it, and his eyes landed on Isaiah 46:4. Even to your old age and grey hairs, I am he who will sustain you. I have made you, and I will carry you. Thomas broke down, not in despair, but in awe, because at that very moment, he knew God saw him. Not just as an old man left behind, but as a precious child, still being carried. From that day forward, he started small. He wrote a letter to a friend in a nursing home. He prayed, not just for himself, but for strangers who needed hope. And slowly, his sorrow became service, his grief became grace, his pain became purpose. You see, my friend, you are not buried, you are planted, and a planted seed can still bloom. Now listen to the story of Evelyn. She's 83. Her hands shake too much to sew anymore. Her legs don't move like they used to. But one morning she told me, with tears in her gentle eyes, I can still pray. And that's exactly what she did. She became a prayer warrior for the grandchildren of the nation. Every day she whispered names of children she'd never met. She asked God to protect them, guide them, bless them. That's the power of purpose. She didn't focus on what she couldn't do. She magnified what she still could. If you're breathing, you still have purpose. If you're alive, God isn't finished with you. Your prayers shake the gates of hell. Your voice, even a whisper, is recognized by heaven. You don't need a pulpit. You don't need fame. You just need faith. Let me introduce you to one more beautiful soul. David. He was a janitor, quiet, kind, overlooked. He once said, I didn't build a business. I didn't preach sermons. I just mopped floors. But every morning before work, he would pray quietly in the hallway. There was a little boy who saw him every day. His name was Micah. Years later, that little boy became a pastor. And at his ordination, with tears streaming down his face, he said, the first man I ever saw talk to God was a janitor named David. Never think your life is too ordinary. Never think your impact is too small. God uses the humble. I say, God blesses the quiet, faithful ones. God sees you. So please, my dear friend, don't give up. Don't fade into the background. Don't believe the lie that your best days are behind you. Because with God, the best might be just around the corner. Even if your steps are slower, even if your phone doesn't ring as often, even if you sit alone in the still, heaven still knows your name. And the angels, they still recognize your voice. So today, lift your eyes, straighten your shoulders, and say it with me now. God's not finished with me yet. Say it again, louder, with conviction, with tears if they come. God's not finished with me yet. Let that be your new anthem, your declaration, your rising again. Bless others, even in your brokenness. Pray boldly, even if your knees ache. Love fiercely, even if your heart still hurts, because God's light is still shining through you. If this message moved you, please like this video. It truly helps us reach others in need. Share it with someone who may feel forgotten. They need to know they're not alone. Subscribe to our channel and walk with us hand in faith, hope and love. Question for you. Which part of this message touched your heart the most today and why?